do me this favor, and I don't normally ask about this stuff, but I'll ask it anyway. What does the town where Geno Smith went say about the number of wins for the 49ers this year at present? Is it north of 8?
It might not be out yet.
They don't do that sort of stuff yet?
I can give you division odds, Rich Eisen.
Okay. But they don't do individual wins yet? Even for Vegas, it's too soon?
Yeah.
Even for the town where you say you can bet on anything?
No win totals yet. Give me a second. Not on the site that I'm looking at right now. San Francisco is still the favorite to win the NFC West. They have
Where is this? I need a. Are you serious?
This is on FanDuel, a very popular American sports book.
I've heard about them.
They're plus 110. The Rams are plus 230.
What does that mean?
That means you bet $1 to win.
No, I know that. But give me
$2.30.
percentages. Like I don't understand. Plus this, plus that. I don't get it. What does that mean?
It means the Niners are twice as likely to win the division than the Rams.
That isn't particularly.
I think that's insane. I agree with you.
What is it? Are you sure you're not looking at something that's dated?
Nope. Rich, my FanDuel browser stays up to date.
Oh, God.
This is what I do.
It's one window he don't close.
Seahawks and Cardinals are almost 5-1.
Let me just say this. Okay. I am an optimist. I am an optimist. I'm a glass half full guy, even though Myles Garrett is causing me to see the glass half empty. Okay?
It couldn't have been taken this long for you to see the glasses half.
You know what? I'm not a cynic. I look up, I'm like Aaron Rodgers. I see the sun rise, not set. You know what I mean? I just don't have the real estate to actually do it. Put on a blanket and stare at the ocean and wonder about life.
It's just amazing that 25, 26 years into the game, it finally took Myles Garrett to break you.
He hasn't broken me yet.
Well, I mean, you see.
I don't want. He's not going to put my what should I say here? My optimism on a tombstone on his front lawn just yet. Grim Reaper hasn't come for my optimism just yet. But every time I think about it, I'm like, damn it.
So what did you want him to come out and just?
No. I know what he did, but it can turn me into a cynic, and I don't want to do it. But I still see the glass half full, and I see the 49ers have Nick Bosa and Fred Warner and Trent Williams and Christian McCaffrey and George Kittle and Juwan Jennings, who could have been the Super Bowl MVP had they actually won that game. He would have had a great case for winning it. And Ricky Pearsall finished strong. And Brandon Ayuk's coming back. And they have a coach who knows what to do with what he's got and a general manager who drafts well.
These are all true.
These are all. I just gave you they re-signed Kyle Juszczyk over the weekend. We thought that every time they thought he was out, they pulled him back in. Mm-hmm. And then and another odd maneuver is like, let's tender Jordan Mason. So if he does get signed somewhere, we're going to get a certain draft choice. And guess what? Let's trade him to Minnesota anyway. And we're all wondering what the hell they're doing and what's going on there and how they're going to sign Purdy and what's he going to do once he does sign and how's it going to look. And I'm more optimistic about it. But to say that they're going to beat the Rams for the division, you got to be kidding me. I mean, what is that? I can't even call it, East Coast bias if
everyone's on the West.
Well, I know, right? I mean, this is the West Coast we're talking about. Come on now. That
gap surprises me.
Did they miss the divisional playoff round?
I don't know. I mean, I'm going to be betting the Rams. Just throwing that.
I mean, how are the Rams not considered the favorite in the division?
I don't know.
Because as much as we just talked about Cooper Kupp
McCaffrey
and how it's John Schneider, general manager, one of the best in the business, made a run at Geno, gave him an amount of money on the table. Geno said no, and they're like, okay, we'll send you to Pete. Maybe Pete will pay you. And they sent him, and then they got younger at the position and spending less money at the position. Then they send away a wide receiver in DK Metcalf. They get draft capital. They get older at the position, but they also are paying half of what the Steelers are paying a guy, and they already have a quarterback in Sam Darnold. And one of the reasons why they have that quarterback in Sam Darnold is the cause of why the Steelers don't have anyone to throw to DK Metcalf right now. And so that's a smart bet. Whether it's going to work or not, we will see. But it's a smart bet. And the Niners are dismantling, rebuilding, recasting, whatever you want to call it. But the Rams damn near beat the Philadelphia Eagles in a playoff season where nobody else came close.
They were that close.
In their building in a snowstorm while their own hometown was burning.
Yeah.
And they're all wearing the LAFD stuff. And they almost beat the Eagles under those circumstances. And they just replaced Cooper Kupp with Devontae Adams. Almost in age-wise, apples to apples, but in terms of, Hall of Fame credentials, it's a different section in the produce aisle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And come on now. And they signed Poona Ford from the Chargers. He doesn't have to change addresses. They signed one of Jim's best up front in the middle. And adding him to that front seven? And still people think the 49ers have a better shot to win the division. Okay. I appreciate them for helping give us some content here on this very busy Monday. You're just messing with me, though, right?
I'm not.
Okay. Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.